Hi, I'm AwesomeJohn22, and this is my second review already. I have no prior engagements ever, so I figured I'd just go ahead and knock another one of these off in my spare time. As you can see, these are three more Cyberverse figures. These are actually the next three Cyberverse figures I picked up after the three that I reviewed in my past video. You can see we've got Ironhide here, which is he was a Cyberverse commander figure. Ratchet, who is one of my favorite Cyberverse legions, and Sideswipe, who is also one of my favorites. Which I guess I don't really have a lot to be having this many favorites, but that's beside the point. But there they are together. You can see them. As a commander, Ironhide's clearly much taller than the others, as he rightfully should be. So let's just move right on to the first individual review, and we'll start off with Ironhide. I mentioned in my past review that Ironhide is one of my favorite characters, and that's in any universe. And you can see this is a pretty nice Ironhide. He's got, you can see that, he's got a really nice head sculpt. There we go, there's a better angle. All the details are there. He's got the chest, he's got the guns. His legs are even pretty good. He's got some nice silver on him there, you can see. Overall, a pretty nice figure. Just overall, stands well. So you can see there. He's got both of his cannons. They go where they're supposed to be. And there's not all that much to say about him other than that. As a commander, he does have slightly better articulation than the smaller Cyberverse figures. He has shoulder, elbow, limited elbow, but elbow, hip, and a high knee, a very high knee, and some ankle. His head even moves back and forth, though I wouldn't recommend doing that very often because it tends to get stuck. There's no real gaps anywhere. It's very dark black, and I'm having trouble getting him to show up well on camera here because of that. Still experimenting with my lighting in here. If anybody has any suggestions, please let me know. But yeah, that's him. Transformation, simple. Not as simple as a Legion, but simple enough. I'm going to try to do this from the back side of the camera, because there are a couple of tricky points. Fold his feet up, rotate his legs, as so, and plug them together, just like every Cyberverse figure ever. You take his head, push it back, and that's what I'm talking about. It's getting stuck. It gets stuck. Now, you can see his head in there. It goes all the way back in there, and you can see there's no clearance to get it out. You kind of have to take your finger and pull on his chin, and even then, it could still be difficult. And that's it. It was a lot easier this time, which I don't understand how that could happen, but whatever. Put his head down. Take his arms. Fold his head down, take his arms, pull him back, then rotate his chest up. And you can see his chest kind of folds to give him the look of the movie character's chest, and then it kind of flattens back out for vehicle mode, which is nice. His transformation is actually surprisingly accurate. Line up his doors. You can kind of see there. And then fold up his back door as well. Plug it into place. Nice and solid. Do the same thing on this side. And then you take this bit here, rotate it up, and just plug it in. He's got a decent amount of junk on the bottom there. Just real quick, I'm going to try it with this light off. Now it's much better with it on. Sorry about that, but yeah, a little bit of junk under there, not a lot. He rolls well. You can see his weapons over there. Don't really get to go into the vehicle mode. But there is storage for him. I'll show you right now. And if you follow me on Twitter, I posted some images of this guy with the weapon storage that I prefer. And what I really like doing is just taking these after he's in vehicle mode and plugging them back into the same pegs they were on for robot mode. Same side and everything, and giving him kind of a what did they call him? Stealth force mode or whatever. But he also has, you can see a clip back here. You can clip this one onto the bed of the truck and give him a gun back there. Whoops. That happens a lot. And then plug the other gun up here on the top. Or you can see the peg on the back of the front gun. You can plug it there and kind of give him a giant cannon that is completely ineffective because it's pointing up. Which, not bad. At least they tried to give him some options. But you can probably see why I prefer to just leave him pegged into the side. It looks a lot better. And he rolls fine with the guns there too, but there's no reason why he wouldn't, so I'm just trying to flesh out the review a little bit. Now let's move on to the next one, obviously, so that's what we do. Sideswipe. I love Sideswipe. I love Sideswipe as a movie character, and I absolutely love this figure as a Sideswipe figure. You can see he does stand just fine, despite the fact that he does have wheels there, and that's made possible by these heel pieces here, which fold for vehicle mode and all that. His swords are simulated quite nicely by the doors. Even though looking at it from outside of the sword does look a little off, it looks more like he has an axe than a sword. Looking at him from the front or kind of looking from the inside, you don't really notice it as much, so that's fine. The only thing that annoys me about this is he does not have his door wings, which I know people are saying, boo, boo, door wings, but no, I like the door wings on him. I kind of envision him as using them to stabilize himself as he rolls, which kind of makes sense to me. Otherwise, fantastic figure in robot mode, and not really any different in vehicle mode as you're about to see. To start out, we lower this, just, excuse me, just to about there. Next, we'll take these, fold them up, fold the heels up, do that on each side. And this light over here is definitely not working for me. I need to find a new bulb for that. But that's what we're doing this for. That's why I'm keeping the early reviews simple. You plug his feet into this back piece here, which forms the back of the vehicle, you can see. Then you fold up his chest, which, like the character model and all other Movie 3 Sideswipe figures, the chest is made from the front of the car, not the back. And as you can see, you plug these in, which they're not going. Why are they not going? There we go. Plug them in there. And they form the sides of the car, and then you have a nice topless Sideswipe. You can see definitely a robot underneath there, but you're not going to be looking at the bottom of the car as it drives by. It's hollow. Well, not really hollow, but there's gaps in it looking from the top, just like on the Deluxe. In fact, many of these new Legions guys have similarities to the Deluxes, but we'll get to that later. Well, or never, I don't know. But he's got some seats in there. You could kind of envision this hinge, the dash. Rolls great. He just looks sleek. He just looks cool. He's not silver. He's actually, well, he's actually a little more silver looking than the Deluxe class figure, which is just a flat gray, because you can see he's kind of got that silver plastic sheen rather than gray plastic. And you can see the Autobot symbol there. He looks mean. But I just love this guy. I love the car. I love the character. I love the character model. And I love this figure. So finally we move on to Ratchet. And Ratchet here, I really wish they had come out with in a Cyberverse Commander, if nothing else, to make up for the fact, excuse me, that they didn't release a new Voyager class mold. I just love this guy. He's got decent articulation. The official transformation shows that, tells you to put his shoulders all the way in like that. That looks terrible, because his arms don't move out at all, you can see. It just makes him look like he has these gimpy little shoulders, so I like to fold him out about yay far. Shows off the white, and gives him broader shoulders, and gives him a little bit of outward movement when you move his arms up. He's got elbows. Legs, basic stuff. He and Sideswipe both have pretty much basic articulation. Transformation, you fold this back piece up, fold the head down as much as it'll go at first, because then you fold this back just a bit and it will fold down the rest of the way. This is the one thing that annoys me with the figure. If you can see here, this front, I don't know what you call this, guard, I guess. It's supposed to continue across here when you fold his head down. But as you can see, this is white plastic that's just raised up into place. It doesn't match the black there at all. Not a huge deal though, I guess. But yeah, this is what he looks like so far. Now you take his arms, you rotate him at the shoulder all the way back like this. And then you rotate them around at the elbow. Very cool transformation, by the way. I really like it. Very clever. Rotate that around there like that. See, and this is kind of where we're at. Put this down in place. You can see there's some tabs here at the back of the vehicle top, and then there's some slots there. You just slot those into place. Now, we have his legs. We flip this right here, all the way back. Bring his legs up, and there's a very similar tab in his slot system on his heels. So you again just tab that in, and now you got Ratchet. He's solid. He's a solid figure. He rolls just fine. He's got the new color scheme, which is definitely better than the previous color scheme. And I want to show something off though. I mentioned that he was a taller figure in robot mode. He is a very small figure in vehicle mode. He's about the same size as Skids and Mudflap. You can see nowhere near big enough to really fit and scale with them in vehicle mode. Nowhere near big enough to fit and scale with them in robot mode either, but at least he's closer. Like I said in my last review, scale is not really a huge problem. It's not something anyone should really dwell on. I just really wish they had finally given him some of the respect he's due and given him a Cyberverse Commander figure to go alongside Ironhide. But overall, they're nice. They're all nice figures. I would say pick up Ironhide, definitely. He's a decent price point, and his transformation is shockingly accurate for such a small figure. You'll have some problems with him. His elbows, or not his elbows, his shoulders like to pop off every once in a while. And his knee joints are very high, but he's a great figure. The other two, I guess it really depends on how much you like the figure. I like both of them, but neither one of these characters, at least in the movieverse, were anywhere near as popular as, say, Bumblebee was or Optimus Prime. So really, it's up to your own personal preference. I recommend them, but do what you want. And that's pretty much it for my second review. This is AwesomeJohn22 signing off.